Right, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my tutorial on screen recording your lessons using certain apps or software from your PC or desktop or laptop. Alright, so I think this is called synchronous lessons. Right, okay, so the focus on our tutorial, on my tutorial, would be on using the Screencast-O-Matic, which is the software that I am using right now. Right, but we're not going through all the software straight away. We will start with a certain introduction to using the software, the things that you might want to know, and so on and so forth. Right, so let's start with the introduction of my tutorial. Right, so the content of my tutorial would cover 4 different aspects. Right, so the first one would be the introduction, and then we will talk about the system requirements and also the hardware requirements that you need to run all this. And then the third one would be and how to install these software. And then lastly, inshallah, we will have the tutorial for us to use all this software. Right, so let's look a bit about the pre-recorded lesson. So basically, this lesson would teach you on how to record video and audio lessons, right, or consultation with your students or learners. Right, I think as we heard it before, I think it's called synchronous lessons. Right, we will try to use different or various apps or software in order for us to run all this. Right, so for PC or laptop, there's so many, right, or students would like to call it a plethora of software that you can use to record all the lessons. Right, the software that I am using for this tutorial is called Screencast-O-Matic. So when you have time after this, you can explore it on your own first, but later on we will have a tutorial on how to use it. You can also use software called the CyberLink screen recorder, and there's also a screen recorder by the web browser Chrome. Right, and then we might also look at certain apps on your phone that you can use to record your lessons. Right, so if you don't have time to open your laptop, you can just use your smartphone to record all this. Right, okay, your phone might already have its own stock screen recording apps. Right, like for example, my phone, Xiaomi has its own screen recording apps. And then if you don't have any, there's so many apps that you can use to record videos on your smartphone or to record the screen on your smartphone. One of the example is using AZ screen recorder. Right, so at this time I'm thinking about using AZ screen recorder, but it might change later on. Maybe I found a better app that can be used to record my lessons on my smartphone. We'll see about it later on. Right. Okay, so the benefits of having a pre-recorded lessons or a synchronous lesson. Right, for the teachers or the instructor or the lecturer, the benefits includes that you can record lessons at your own time. Right, for example, if you're not free like I am during this PKP, right, because I have 2 kids and all other responsibilities. I'm only free when my kids are asleep. Most of the time I'm only free at night, 9:30 p.m. onwards, right? Okay, so I don't think I can have live streaming or Zoom meeting or Google Meet late at night for students. So what I can do is I can record or pre-record my lessons at my own free time. Alright, so and then once you record your lessons beforehand, you can also deliver the lessons at any time that you like. Alright, you can post it on Google Classroom anytime that you like. Right, so you don't have to set a time where everyone in your class is available, right? And then apart from that, you can also review your videos, right? Say for example, if you made a mistake during the lessons, so you can review it back again, you can edit it, you can record it again. Alright, so that is what it means by it can be reviewed. And last but not least, since you are recording your own video and then you are uploading it on the website, if you upload it on YouTube, there might be potential for you to become famous. Right? And then if you become famous, you have lots of subscribers, right? And then people subscribe to your channel, and then people view and like your videos, right? It might be a possible income for you, right? So let's look at certain benefits that the students can get from a pre-recorded lessons, right? Just like the teachers, students can learn at their own time, so they would have a total control on when they can learn, right? Maybe they are like me, they're not free during the day, right? Because they have all sorts of responsibility at home. Maybe they are unable to meet during your time set for your Google Meet, right? For that, they can just watch the video, watch the lesson whenever they are free, right? And then in addition to that, the lessons can be repeated, right? The lessons can be repeated, right? So if they don't understand certain things, right, they can repeat the whole video or repeat certain types of the video, or maybe they can download the video and put it as an audio format and then listen to it again and again so that it will be stuck in their brain, right? That might be very helpful for their study, right? Maybe not in English, I don't know, right? And then apart from that, it can also lessen technical problems. What do I mean by technical problems here? Right, when you have a synchronous learning, like for example when you learn using Google Meet or Zoom, and then you have a lot of people being there live on the internet, there's a tendency for us to have lots of technical issues, like people not having a good internet connection and so on and so forth, people not hearing what you said, you don't have to repeat the same word again and again, right? So by having a pre-recorded videos, right, they can repeat the lessons again, so all these technical issues can be lessened and can also be removed altogether, it can be avoided altogether, right? Okay, right, so these are some of the benefits. I believe there are more benefits you can have by having a pre-recorded video or pre-recorded lesson, right? So let's look at certain disadvantages of having a pre-recorded lesson, right? So when you have a pre-recorded lessons, it lacks direct feedback because you're not actually there it's just your video, you might also be dead. Right? And because of that, you cannot give direct feedback or live feedback, which is the strength of having an actual class, right? And then apart from that, it also lacks personal interaction, right? All those emotions that you have, that you give during your lesson in your class, remember a few months ago, that won't be there in the pre-recorded lessons, right? Two-way communication will not be there, and then there will not be any live collaboration or real-time activity, so you will not be able to do group works like you have in your class few months ago, because these are all pre-recorded videos, right? So these are certain disadvantages of having a pre-recorded lessons. Alright, so I guess that is it for the first video. We'll see you again in the second part of my tutorial. Thank you very much.